Okay, NP Financials Pty Limited, NP Financials or NPF advises all service recipients of the following. This information is provided only on general financial product advice basis. This is only educational in nature. Trading securities, derivatives, foreign exchange contracts can be risky and is not suitable for all. No information received from NP Financials shall be considered as a financial trading recommendation. So you already know this, but I'll give you another 10 seconds to go through this, after which we'll start the class. Okay, now that you have gone through it, what we'll do, we'll minimize this and we'll start with your questions if you any. I'll just keep a screen in front of you so that you can ask. Alright, so we you can start asking from, and those of you who are new, okay, before that, it's my mistake, I forgot. Let us welcome Bunkim Tank and Marty Stewart to the team. So last week, I think last month, Bunkim Tank was there as a new member. Marty Stewart is attending monthly class for the first time. So please welcome Marty Stewart and Bunkim Tank. They are extremely serious. Marty is an experienced, knowledgeable person in trading, and he is, as most of us started, he also is passionate about, is trying to be, and with his job from 9 to 5, but I find him very passionate and very, I think, he can remember very easily. It's not easy for a novice person or for a starter to actually remember what I say, because I am saying, I know what I am talking is probably from my experience of last 10 years, 12 years, but for a new person, if I have to tell, I have to tell at least 10-20 times for them to remember. But Marty, as well as Bunkim is also very knowledgeable, and so they remember, and not only remember, they try to apply. And the team is telling, welcome you both, Lisa, and everyone is saying that, welcome Marty, welcome Bunkim. Yeah. Okay. So with that, we start. Okay. Selvan says, welcome to the newcomers, Marty and Bunkim. And Partha, why did you close EuroCAD? Okay, good. So the first question, Marty says, thanks guys, to all of you. And I got the first, Bunkim says, thanks to all of you. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we got our first questions. Selvan is asking through the message, why did you close EuroCAD? So first let's go to the EuroCAD, and then so this is EuroCAD in front of us. And let me go back to the particular trade what he is referring to. Let's see the particular trade idea. Yeah, I'll go to the particular trade idea. EuroCAD. Okay, let's if you are not seeing here, everything is closed because we just concluded the monthly, we just concluded the month, and that means the January month. So I prefer opening the trade and closing the trade in the same month, as I prefer opening the anyone want to talk? Sri, you are good now. Brilliant, fantastic. So you have fixed your microphone. That is brilliant. Okay, so anyone who is all of you most probably who are familiar with our strategies, except the newcomers, we have not yet started the strategy. We have the strategy actually to open the trade Intraday. If it is an intraday, we close the trade intraday. If it is 4 hourly, we close the trade by the end of the week. And if it is 12 hourly or daily or 2 day, we tend to close the trade at around end of month. Yeah. And from the trade ideas, from the trade idea section, so this is the section here from the trade idea section, and we have been giving the trade, we have been sharing the trades for last 3 years, as you can see. I think fourth year running now, and those of you most of you are already with me for 3-4 years, so they know we are giving these trade ideas from 4 years from 2016. Yeah, this is the weekly capture of our trade ideas in a monthly basis from December 2016 till date, which is December 2019. We have running total of 37 months, as you can see, total 37 months. And then we have given total 250, we have shared total 250 trade ideas in 37 months. This is excluding our strategy, yeah, because strategy nothing to give the trade I trade, nothing to spoon feed you, because in a strategy what happens, the sample trade idea actually automatically comes, like this is a 12 hourly and we went long here and we went long here and so on and so forth. So the automatic strategy will come. So that's why we do not give the spoon feeding, we do not do the spoon feeding of the strategies. But apart from the strategy, we have actually given 250 shared trade ideas in 37 months at an average of 6.8 months, sorry, 6.8 trades per month, 6.8 trades per month. And cumulative pips we have gained so far is 37,000, as you can see, 6,000, 7,000, it gets added up, 11,000 and so on and so forth, 29,000, so on and so forth. So till date we have gone up to 31. January I have not into January, just I'll include maybe today or tomorrow. Till December we have 31,000 we got. From these 250 trades we got 31,232 32 pips. So this is the those of you who are actually taking these trades on a regular basis would be knowing that this is what it looks like. And we started with December with 6,000 pips, and in December 2019 the total was 31,232 pips, and a percentage gain of, with $1 a pip, even with $1 a pip, it is $31,232, or with 10 cents a pip, it is actually $3,123. It's a gain of 844%. And if we compare this with our benchmark, we keep, because we are in Australia, we do the benchmark with ASX 200, and the ASX 200 actually has given from 2016, from here, from 2016 ASX has given 2016 7.2%, 2017 6.62%, 2018 minus 6.59%, 2019 18.68. so if I add it up, total is ASX has given in the last 4 years, total ASX has given 25%, but our trade idea has generated a cumulative of 844%, and it is all known to you because they are all in front of you. Yep. So month after month after month. So that is 31,232 till December. And if I add the January, so let's go to the trade outcome on the January. So we'll go to the trade outcome in the January session and January month. And in January month, once you have to understood the terms and condition, financial services guide, disclaimer, etc., you agree. and it is registered, and this is the start of the January. So we have given 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So you have given 10 trade ideas. So what you will do, let us do in front of you so that you understand. So we have given 10 trade calls, trade ideas. So we'll write 10 here, and we will just copy paste this to keep the formatting intact. We copied January 2019, paste it here, and change this to 20. So 10 trade ideas, that makes a total of pip, if we have to add it. So let's add it, the pips. The pips are in front of you, which is 80, as you can see here. 80 plus 49 minus 50. So what I'll do, I'll write 80 plus 49 minus 50 plus 90 plus 30 plus 0 plus 100 and minus 30 and minus 70. Minus means we had a cost of business, either cost of business or a closeout, 96. So these are the 10 trade ideas added together, and it generated 103 pips. Last month it generated 418 pips, and if we add this to this to this, if we copy this, and we'll come to know in January, we now it is 31,335. So if I do this 37 38, it becomes 38, and now it is went up to 6.6, and this went up to E39. It should be E40, I think. So let's go to, yeah, E40. So it has to be E40, just a formula update. E40, 31,335. Yeah. So in this 38 months, you may ask how many months were profitable, how many months had negative. We had one red means negative, minus 48 entire month. That was November 2017, and July 2018 minus 302, and then so 1 in 17, 1 in 18, 19 we had 2 October and November. So we have total 4 negative months. So I'll write it down, 4 negative months so far. So I'll make it red so that we remember. Out of 38, 4 were negative, 34 were positive months. So if you are taking this, considering these trade ideas, so you will be possibly benefited. So let's talk about the Euro CAD trade, which Euro CAD we gave a 3-1 question asking by Selvin. 3rd of January we gave Euro CAD long on 145.53, 3rd of January. So let's go to 3rd of January, EuroCAD 3rd of January. Okay, so let's go to the strategy. So 3rd of January, EuroCAD. So that was given 3rd of January. Yeah, 3rd of January, and the call was to go long, as you can see, from 145.53. So 145.53 around here. So maybe around, I think it will be better if we do the daily chart. So it is better 145. Even if we make it this as 24 hours, doesn't matter. So we'll make the 12 hourly as 24. So I'll go here, 3rd of January, 145.53. I'll take the horizontal line and draw 145.53, 145.53, 145.53, and just to make you visible, so I'll make this line as maybe green to go long. Green, I'll make it thicker. Yeah. So 145.53 was the call on 23rd, sorry, on the 3rd. So we shot this hammer, and if this hammer is high taken out, because this hammer is coming with a support S1 as well as with a Bollinger, and this is a crack and snapback. Those of you who remember, this is a crack and snapback. I have to just maximize the price. What is a crack and snapback? It cracked through Bollinger, and immediately snap back. Those of you who cannot see the Bollinger, I'll just make it dark. Yeah, so this is the lower 22 standard Bollinger Band, and here at around when we had a crack and snap back, because market was coming down. As we can see, it's actually in a range market. Yeah, from this from this date it was in a range, and the range was very well defined, and this was the range, bottom lower range, and this is the upside. Yeah, so it was in a range. It's very difficult to trade this trade, very difficult to, unless and until you remember the how to trade the candlesticks or bars in a range. So seeing this, what can be observed is this fellow has started the range, and then this actually had a crack and snap back on that range, because it cracked through the line. Very common, very common. So this cracked through the line of bottom of this engulfing, and then this cracked through this line and then immediately snapped back, and then this fellow did not bother to touch the line. It actually went up with a harami, and this fellow also did not bother to touch the line. Before that, it did something which is similar to this fellow. So this fellow did a crack as this one, and this fellow did a snapback as so. This here on this 3rd of January, when the idea was shared, is actually very similar to this one. Yeah, and after that, when the high was taken out, 125 20 pips generally. General rule is very general, but every strategy is having its own rule, but general rule is high, take the high 145.23, round it. I will always round it to the higher side, 145.23. so make it blue so that you can see 145.23 is the high. So just to show you high 145.23 plus take 1% of 145.23. I think it is 1%, is it, or 0.1%, whatever it is. Then you have to tell me. So it would be 145 without the decimal, 145.23, very simple, plus 1% or 0.1%, that will I think 0.01%, would be 0.14. so we'll add 14 means 15, so we'll add 15, round about 15. Yeah, so we'll round it to 15, and if we ask what is 15 of 145.23, our calculator will say 15 I'm doing it in mobile. 15 divided by 145.23 is actually 0.001 multiplied by 100 as a percentage. It is 0.1%. so that's what I was thinking. So 0.1%. so our entry would be roughly around 145.38, which is equal to in entry it should be 1.4538. add 5 pips for the spread, and you get 45 plus 53. so if you add the I think I have added 1533, I have added something more, so 53. Okay, so if that is the call, and it was okay, let's go one by bar by bar, so that you understand. $145.53 was the entry point. So this is our entry point here on the green line, and on the green line we are not triggered yet. Another hammer here. So this is back to back hammer. So that was good. So back to back hammer, and this is actually good for us. When we are entering, we are entering in a back to back hammer, and then we are in the trade here. We are in this trade here, and we are in the trade, and we are seeing for the first time, we are having a resistance, not for the first time but the second third time I think. This fellow, yeah, so this fellow had a weak, upside week. This fellow had an upside week, yeah. And then we saw this. So when we saw this, at around this point, we closed the trade with minus 30, I think. Yeah. So this is minus 30, yeah. So when that means 145 23. So when you copy this line, put at 125 20 23, make it 23. So yeah, so close the trade on the 23 at this point. When this low was taken out, we closed the trade. So why to close this trade? It was done on the 5th of March. So I cannot recollect that as of now, but let me try. If I have to see the line chart, uh, is there anything on the line chart? So this low is 144, low is 44.85. We closed it at 45.23. Yeah, you have asked a very good question. I think a very difficult question, but since I can't remember, I think if we have 33, 34, 145, yeah, somewhere around this point, um, we close the trade. Yeah, we close the trade. No, sorry, I don't remember. I think if it is coming back from from resistance, generally we close the trade from a resistance. But I think we consider this as a resistance because this is the pivot, and this could not close the last. Forget about the last day. So this could not close. This actually touched the Bollinger Band, and if we have to see the Bollinger Band upper, so this is the upper Bollinger Band. And if we delete this line, so we do not confuse ourselves, so many lines. So we close this, delete this. Yeah. So what happened, if we see, what we see, this is probably the most possible reasons which I can remember. Whenever it is, because it was in a range as we described before, Selvan, what we observe, whenever it is coming and touching the Bollinger Band, because it is in a range 4 times, so for the 5th time when it touched the Bollinger Band and could not close beyond the pivot point, like this fellow could not close beyond this resistance, this fellow could not close this beyond this fellow could not close this beyond, so on and so forth. If this has happened 4 times, I'll be, when I'm trading, this is me, I can be extremely wrong or extremely right, but this is my rule. When it is not when it is touching the upper band as if oversold, sorry, overbought, and it is not closing above this line, then I'll be jittery and I'll be closing the trade in a lower time frame. Yeah, so I think the close was this around. So if we go back to make it 12 hourly, so around 23rd, yeah. So 23rd here, yeah. So I think this was the case. What happened there? It went on a lower time frame. It went up to the Bollinger Band, could not close above the Bollinger Band, and came back. Did not do a Kraken snapback, but it respected the Bollinger Band and came back. This also did not close. This also did not close. So that means what? It is coming back, and we close the trade around this point when the low was taken out. by yeah, we closed the trade at around 123. So that means when this low, which is 40.53 minus, yeah, it's about 15, yeah, around this point we close the trade. So yes, because to answer your question, why did we close the trade when we had a good opportunity? We closed the trade anyway. We have to close the trade because this is open and close below the line, yeah, below the price line, yeah, below the price line. This is the price line. I think Bunkim is introduced to the price line, but Marty is not yet. So this is the price line we follow. Our 12-hour rule says if we have gone long, for example, if we have gone long on this sample setup, if we have gone long from here, either we close the trade if it is not clearing the resistance of any form, maybe Bollinger, maybe pivots, maybe Fibonacci channel and all those things. So if it is not closing beyond, if it then we'll close the trade if this low is taken out, or we'll definitely close the trade when this is having this is closing with open and low, open and low of this bar is below this. So this is another point to close the trade around. So this is as per the rule. So we close the trade. If we have closed the trade, then we'll wait for the next opportunity to go long, if any. So we got another opportunity to go long here on 29th of January 23, and I think that trade was actually running good. So this one went good, but this did not, because we, as a rule, we have to close the trade when the open and close is below the line here, below the price line. So we should close the trade. Yeah, did I answer your question, Selvan? Next question, please. Yeah, Selvin says yes. Fantastic, brilliant. Okay, so I'll ask us another question. Did you take this one? Those of you who was closed out on that trade, did you take this trade on 29th of January? On yeah, so no one knows the right hand side. It looks good now, but at this point, our system gave us an opportunity to uh, trade this as a because as per the rule of the 12 hours. So who actually so yeah, so Selban has taken this trade. Fantastic, brilliant, very good. And he's saying, but I closed it yesterday morning. So you closed it yesterday morning. Yesterday morning New Zealand time, because Selvan is, yeah, you closed the trade here. So you have taken the trade from this point, because 12-hour strategy says you have to take the trade at the close. So and our stop loss would be here 66 pips, and you have to close the trade with 150 pips here. So that's fantastic. That is 2.5%. I took it on the oh, you took it in 3rd of January. Oh, wow. So you hang on. Yeah, that's brilliant. Fantastic. Brilliant. So what Selvan is writing, he took it on the 3rd of January. So he went to the trade on 25.50. Did you enter the trade on 125.53? What was your entry point, Selvan? I think here you have to refer to your journal, isn't it? Yeah, if you have to above the hammer. So he is saying above the hammer. So which is the hammer here? I think this is the one above the hammer. That means you saw the hammer on the daily, isn't it? Yeah. So this is the daily. You saw the hammer above the hammer. So you took the trade here. Sri is saying I sent questions on email. Fantastic. I'll go through that. Thank you for that. And Selvan, just to clarify what a good trader Selvan is becoming, he took this trade as 145 33, that 145.33, because head plus 2 10 heart plus 10 23 must be stop loss is 81 pips, and and close is here 164. So you made 2% here. Congratulations, Shelban, and more congratulations to you, better, because you are proving to be a better trader, because you hanged on to this, because it's a low of the hammer. Low of the hammer is always a support, as from our candlestick study, as we all know. Low of any bullish candlestick like hammer or engulfing or morning star is always a support. So you hanged on to it because your stop loss was below this hammer minus 10 pips. So let's see, the hammer was low is 144.50, so 144.40. Your stop loss was here, and for the stop loss we hate stop loss, that's why we make a difficult color and make it width. Yeah, so your stop loss was here 144, 144.50, 144.40. Yeah, 140, same thing, 144.50, 40. So your stop loss was here. You survived here, you survived here, you survived here, you survived here, you hanged on. So that's the most important point, because you hanged on to your trade. Your stop loss was not hit, your stop loss was not hit, your stop loss was not hit, your stop loss was not hit. Fantastic. That means what? When 4 times, this is the beauty, when 4 times our stop loss is not getting hit, that means what? We can hang on to the trade, because we have survived. So we have gained, we have lost, we have gained, we have lost, we have gained, we have lost. So we are going through a wave of gaining and losing till 22nd. So 20 days of base formation, not only 20 days of base formation, this is going base formation from this point. So if I had to calculate, this is a fantastic base formation, my dear friend. And this base formation is from this to this till is breaking out, not yet broken out, but it is, yeah. So it's almost 100 days, as you can see, 99 bars. 100 days of base formation is actually brilliant. And if we are going through that 100 days of base formation, and if we do a little bit of 88 bar, yeah. So this is EuroCAD from 2001. So EuroCAD is the mucking around, sorry, from here to there, and again from there to here. So it is moving around very okay. Every currency pair is different. So EuroCAD is also different. So it is going up to the upside 4,000 pips, sorry, 4,956, that is 5,000 pips, and coming around same 5,384 pips. So from the 5,384 pips it has gone up now 2,400. So it has actually gone 50%, yeah, not 50% of this big Fibonacci. So if we go from here to here, it has gone 50%, because I had a black screen, that's why everything is now it's coming. Sorry for that. Okay, I'll change this color. Yeah. So this is and if I go and do the percentage, yeah, sure, this is around a little bit of between 50 and 38.2 from this big one, but we don't draw that big. It is useless to draw that big, but yeah, all said and done, this is very good from the point of view of at least gaining from 156 from here to here. It's a 1,300 pips or 1,200 pips drop. From a 1,200 pips drop, we want to go up, because whatever comes down will go up, whatever goes up will come down, like the indices, which I will cover today. So it has a beautiful fall of 1,000, and if I have to go up to only 38%, not more than that, so I'll get 48.86, 48.86. So I go to 48.86, and that is a percentage of 38.2, 48.86. So if this fellow has to go up to 48.86, because that is the minimum requirement for a retracement to happen. So it will pot is 886, so it is having almost another 200 pips to go, my dear friend. So another 200 pips to go, 138 pips. Yep. Now if I have to may ask you, Selban, why did you close the trade now? The same question which you have asked me, if I have to ask you, what is your answer to that? uh,
I closed it
and Selvan is
Saturday
saying there
morning.
was tremendous support there. Yeah, when you went there, there was tremendous support. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can at least see from the base form. This is beautiful base formation. This is tremendous base formation, my dear friend. And the base formation is actually not completed very technically. From NP Financials point of view, we should go long if we get a chance here, as we went long here, here, and here, so on and so forth. From NP Financials point of view, because we believe in bounce, we take breakout trades, but at the same time, breakout trades can be fake out 70% of the time, but bounce trade are not, can be very much successful if you have done a backtesting of success in the bounce from double bottom, double top, triple bottom, triple top, head and shoulder, and so on and so forth. This is a 100 bar base formation, and no, we are expecting to go up to 148.20 or so on and so forth, and 48.86. Yeah. So Selvan, why did you close the trade here? You
I
said you
closed
closed
it
the
only
trade
because
on
it was
last.
Saturday morning.
Can you speak
Only
out?
because it was Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can. Yeah,
Can
go.
you hear me, Papa?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay, only
increase it.
because it was Saturday morning. So now I will wait to see if there's a pullback on Monday
Mm-hmm.
or Tuesday. If there's a
Mm.
pullback, I will re-enter because I know it's got more to go. Or
Ah, okay.
my idea is that it's got more to go.
So your idea is, what he is saying. Those of you who cannot hear him, he is saying, this is having a potential to more to go. Extremely, I also believe so. And he is saying if there is a retracement in the morning, so if this is a morning retracement, he will re-enter. So how to take advantage of what Selvan says, and very rightfully what he said is very meaningful. This is a tremendous bullish bar, and it has broken all these trend lines. Is there a hidden shoulder possibility? Let's see. Monthly, week, because it seems like the monthly 200 moving average is meaningless, but anyway, we see there is not yet any head and shoulder in weekly. Quickly. Quickly, weekly. All right. So this is the head, my dear friend. I can sniff something. I can sniff something. What is the low? What is the lowest point? This is 44.50, and this is 44.55. So we had a shoulder here, and this is the most important line of a head and shoulder. The line which you are drawing from the head to the right shoulder, that is the most important line. So this is the head. So this is the head here, and this is the right shoulder, and I love it. And this is the left shoulder. You don't have to close the. This is the left shoulder. Ah, right shoulder, and this is the left shoulder. Yeah. And I'm doing in a weekly chart. Yeah, this is good. Thank you, Sarvan. I'll post it today. Yeah, difficult to find. Every week I have to write two or three. I write actually one free blog, and two or three for more for you paid members. So this is This is the free one which you are probably knowing. If you go to NP Financials and then go to blog site, so every week we write this. Last week it wrote weakness observed in Australia 200 and Hong Kong 50, and we had a target here which was reached on Friday. We are very happy. And then we did every week, that was January 27, and January 2019 we did on the dollar index. We said that it will go up, and possibly it is going up, possibly going up. We did the same thing for Tesla Motors, and we did so on and so forth. So this is for the free to the web. We do every and then we have for the paid members like you, in which we have the asset class insta forex, commodities, and so on and so forth. So it's all right. So I write, so this is the, which one, between this head and the right shoulder, this is the highest 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 swing high between these two swing low, and this is the break. This is perfect, absolutely perfect. Thank you, Selvan. All right, so this is for close above in a weekly, and high taken out next week. We'll be entering at this point from a head and shoulder perspective. So the stop loss, if we enter here, because this is a weekly chart, remember. So the stop loss would be, because this line cannot be broken, so stop loss would be 200 pips, and our target, before we put a stop loss, that is negative. Let's do the positive. So we'll draw the from here to the snake line. So this is the target. If we copy this, this is going to be a tremendous trade. So this is the target. At this point we have a target, my dear friend. So this is the target, 150.91 is our target, and we are entering at this point plus 20, putting the stop loss below this head to the right shoulder, 227, and our target is 408 pips. Wow, this is massive, this is brilliant. 2% trade here. Same thing what Selvan said can be done in a lower time frame. Are you referring to a lower time frame when you said pullback, Selvan?
No, I expected to retest this neckline.
Okay, so what he's saying is, no, he's not expecting in a lower time frame, because he's having also his own business. He's a busy person as all of you. So now let's do this. Let's do this. So now what he's saying, can you repeat what you said, Selvan?
I say I expected to retest the neckline
He
before it
said,
goes long again.
okay, so he said before it goes long again, he expected retrace to the neckline. So what is expecting that bar to look like this. So it will retrace back a little bit. So maybe from this point, if I have to draw my own original imaginary, not original, imaginary line. So I'll do that in red. So if that bar is coming to the this point, retracing back a little bit, so it will look like this. So it will look like this, the bar will look like this, and then if it is coming back to this point, imagine my imaginary bar. So if what Sylvan is saying, if it is coming back to this neckline around 146.15, 146.15, so he will reach, he will again enter a trade. Okay, so that is fantastic, that is brilliant. But is again this is quite I believe in that it will come back and test the come back and test the neckline. But if not, then what? If it is not coming back to the neckline to retest, what he will do?
I will have an entry above the current bar.
Okay, brilliant. So for that also he answered very nicely. He said, if it is not coming to the neckline to retest the neckline, because the price can and do whatever it does. So if it is, if this fellow is not coming to this point, what he will do? He will enter at the breakout trade. So as we say, price can only do bounce or break. So if it is not coming to bounce from the neckline, he will take a breakout from this plus 20 pips. That's a fantastic idea, my dear friend. So this is Sylvan. It is a wonderful trade, and this is his. And then someone, Mike. I can see. Wow, wow. So, can you please mute your mic? I think. Yeah, thank you. Lisa says, would you be aware of the 200 EMA above it, as price has not gone above 200 EMA for the last 1 year? Wow. Okay, let's see 200 moving in last 1 year. Okay, last year. In our daily time frame. Daily chart. Okay, so Lisa is saying in a daily time frame, she's saying 1 year price has not gone up. Oh my goodness, that's good observation, Lisa. Okay, so this is the 200 moving average. Let's make it bold. And what is Lisa is saying, that's good, brilliant observation, I think. Price has you are right. Price has not gone beyond moving 200. Unbelievable. So this is 1st of January. Let us do the 1st of January 2019. 1st of January, 31st. Yeah, so this is 2nd of January. Display date. So this is 2nd of January, and once it has come down the 200 moving average, once it has come down, it did a crack and snapback, bounce, crack and snapback, crack and snapback, bounce, crack and snapback, crack and snapback, crack and snapback, almost bounce, a absolute bounce, so on and so forth. My goodness. So it actually played with 200 for so long. Unbelievable, isn't it? So from this period till this period, it played with the 200 moving average. Unbelievable, uncanny. Okay, so this actually did from this point to this point, 110 days, my dear friend, 110 days of testing, playing with the 200 moving average. It does actually. EuroCAD more it will do, and after that it did a boom, came back and do retracement, 36 bars, again touch the 200, and this fellow did not. It is almost 125 bars. So what Lisa is asking, would you be aware that the 200? Of course we will be very much aware. How to not awareness is good, but how to not get panicky around that awareness is, what we will do, will be very aware that 200 moving average is there, because Lisa told so. And it actually is around 47.11, very close to 46.86. So what we will do, we'll see if the next bar, again my own bar, if it is going and closing above, if the bar is going and closing above the 200-day moving average, closing above the 200-day moving average, and then high taken out. Supposing we have already taken a trade, as Helven said, we have already taken a trade on the bounce of the neckline, or on the breakout, on the breakout on the breakout of the yesterday's bar. So if price is coming and closing above the 200 moving average on Monday or Tuesday, whatever it is, and then the high is taken out next day, and then the next day high is taken out, whatever the close, doesn't matter. It close maybe here, close maybe there, yeah, whatever it is. So see how my beautiful imaginary bars look like original bars. Alright, so if this is happening, then we'll be fine, we'll be holding on. If not, then what? Always in trading, always. So if not, then what? If the if it is doing a crack and snap back, my dear friend, if it is coming back and doing crack and snap back on the 200 moving average as it did for last entire 1 year. So that's very good observation, Lisha. So if it is doing so, so what we'll do, we'll close the trade. At least I will close the trade at this point when the low taken out. Yeah, did I answer your question, Lisha? And Solvin says moving averages are there to be Lisa says yes, thank you. And Solvin saying moving averages are there to be broken and also are there to give you an idea as a lagging indicator. Yeah, 100%. In a trend, moving averages can do only two things. It will be broken, or it will bounce. So, for example, like this one here, it got bounce, bounce. Yeah, as in this crack and snap back, as I showed, it got bounce. Yeah, so either it can be done, it can do two things, either crack and snap back or bounce. Same thing can happen here. It can either do a crack and snap back, or it can, now in this case it will not be bounce, it will be a breakout. So if this is happening, and then we will continue to take this fantastic trade. Very nice. Any other questions on the EuroCAD while we are here? Very good, excellent. We have some questions from Sri from the okay. So if you're not having this question, I'll be very interested to see if EuroCAD is doing this. I'll be extremely interested to see if what Euro and Euro Aussie are doing. Yeah, so let's go to Euro first. So this is Euro. This is Euro, and Euro also more than 1 year. I got this time I got it. So this is more than 1 year from 8th of May 2018. It broke the 200. It was above 200 for so long. It broke it and got a bounce, got a crack and snap back, got a almost bounce, the crack and snap back, crack and snap back, crack and snap back, and then it is going up. So euro is having a potential head and shoulder. I don't know. Let's see if euro CAD is having. Why not euro? Why not euro Aussie? Most important, it has to happen here on the bottom right hand corner. Let's see euro CAD happen in that bottom right hand corner. Not really, but if we make, because this is 888888, I do not use that number. I generally use maybe 188. Yeah, even 188 is not at the bottom right hand corner. So yeah, but anyhow, so if you are using 108, I don't know how much you are using. If you are using 108, then it will be a bottom right hand corner. Yeah, so why did I delete? I have to put yeah, okay, because this will go to the blog site. Euro USD weekly, there is head and shoulder. Uh, this is the head, this is the shoulder. It is broken. Now this is not yet, this is actually broken, close below low taken out. This is the important point. Yeah, why I say this is the most important of all the lines of head and shoulder, because there are so many lines. You have to draw the head to the right shoulder, and close below and low taken out. This is even if by 1 pip, so it can be a crack and snap back here. So if then we'll delete this. Not only will not delete, what we'll do, we'll take this move, and we'll move this when it is a pointer like this. We'll move this from here to here. It is a running. It actually closed, but if next bar if the next bar next week is like this next bar, then it will be a head and shoulder, and then this will be the neckline. Yeah, my dear friend, this will be the neckline. Yeah, yeah,
Partha, sorry to disturb you.
yeah, go.
If you draw a downtrend line
Downtrend line
from the previous swing high,
from the here,
yeah, those two swing highs.
from the here to here.
No, the two swing highs, the previous two swing highs from about September, you got a swing high.
September we got a swing high, yeah.
and July you got a swing high.
July we got a swing high. June, this one.
May, June, yeah. From September to July, if you draw that trend line,
This to this.
that's right. You'll see that this is bouncing off the trend line.
Oh wow, yeah. So what is saying? If you draw this trend line, then it will be a bounce from this trend line here. Absolutely. Yeah, brilliant. Also another brilliant example of a bounce of a trend line. But yeah, this is fantastic. So this is weekly bouncing from this trend line. Any other observation on euro? So Sri is saying head and shoulder setup is happening in right side, lower right corner, right corner. Yeah, that's correct.
For which pair?
For which pair, Sri? So in the meantime, we'll wait for euro CAD. Yeah, that's what we discussed. Yeah. So we go to euro Aussie to see if another possibility is there. Euro Aussie has already moved and it is playing above the 200. It's good. So there is nothing here. So I'll just show you a good example of a trend line bounce as I am seeing. Yeah, this is the trend line on the GBP USD, and it is beautiful thing is GBP USD is above the 200 moving average, as you can see from this date, from 11th of October. And I have drawn this trend line from here to boom 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 boom, and we had the first all sellers out on the trend line, did not bother to come up to this point, and then we had a harami here, did not bother to come to the 200. We have all sellers out, did not bother to come to 200. We had a hammer, did not come here. We had a bounce from this line, the same line. Actually, if we have joined this to a point, and then the bounce happened once, no crack and snapback. It's a bounce here, no crack and snapback because the close did not happen. And here bounce, there is no crack and snapback because, and here also four times no crack and snapback, only bounce. So that's an excellent example of a trend line, and the one which we saw in euro USD on a weekly chart. So this is another example of a very good example of bounce trade from a simple trend line. This is election day, if you remember, I think 12th of December, and this is election, and just before the even the just on the exit poll, not even the results, just before the I remember the date on this, on just on the exit poll, price gapped up and opened like crazy. So and it went up too high. From here to here, it closed from the high to low was too much, 500 pips bar in one election day, that happens, and it came down very quickly, 610 pips here, and it is bouncing from there. So that's an excellent example of a bounce trade for a currency pair GBP USD. Question: can we have a look at Euro JPY possible long? Okay, we don't trade that pair, but just to discuss. Euro, why we don't trade Euro Yen? Because Euro Yen and Euro USD are correlated almost a very high percent, 85% of the time. So we'll go to Euro JPY mini. And you are referring to which time frame, Selman?
Daily.
On daily, and what basis?
Hang on, I just need to have a look at mine. You see, on the 28th of January,
28th of January,
we got a bullish engulfing.
28th of January, we got bullish 20 Euro Yen, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got. There is no bearish bar here. We got an engulfing.
Bullish engulfing.
Yeah.
You had a bullish engulfing after a downtrend.
Yeah. So the trend is down. Yeah, this is important. See, the 200 is truncated here because I have been using 108 units. That's why the 200 is truncated here. So if 200 is truncated here, you can increase it to 888 and so on and so forth. Yeah. So it played from 15th October 2018, stay below the 200. Now it is trying to go up above the 200 1, 2, 3 times, but it is coming back. And what Selban is saying, it is getting a
The
uh,
support is
support.
getting support in this region.
This reason he mentioned reason, so I'll write. I'll actually. Uh, Sorry. So the zone of support is around maybe from here.
It's actually from previous resistance, Pata.
Ah, resistance.
From the previous resistance.
Resistance or support? Oh,
The
okay,
previous
from.
resistance,
Oh, yeah.
yes, that's yeah.
So he is referring to this one. So yeah, that's fantastic. That's good. So the see what he's saying. He's here is here. Yeah. So he's saying the previous resistance once broken becomes support. So that's a polarity change if you remember. So that's a polarity change happened here. That's a morning star happened here. This is a Kraken snapback piercing happened there, and possible harami here. Yeah, go.
Yeah, I'm looking to go long on Monday
So you're
above the
looking.
current bar.
So you're looking to go long from here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's looking to anyone. Any thought on this long? From this polarity change of resistance becoming support, and if we still extend it, it will be still, yeah, it is ready to go up to this point. So yeah, we had a changeover of hands between from sellers to buyers. Seller, seller, buyer, 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 buyer. So from here to here, that can be, yeah, I think it's a good possible, yeah, possibility to go along here. Anyone, any other thought or comments?
Or maybe they don't trade it, Pata.
Yeah, maybe most of them don't trade here. You don't care, or even if you don't trade, you can comment actually. Okay, Marty is asking, going long at top of the chart. Oh yeah, that's good. So Marty is saying, Selvan, you are thinking to go long from the top of the chart. Would you like to explain that?
It's not the top of the chart, it's from the resistance. It may break the previous high, you don't know. But when it
Sure.
gets there, if it gets there,
Hmm.
then we look at it then. But if it takes your stop loss out, well, then you've lost the trade anyway. But if it goes long and it gets to the previous resistance that you've just marked,
Hmm.
well, then we look at it then. We target that. That's about a 3-to-1
Hmm.
trade at, from there to the top. If it's in a range,
Hmm.
then wonderful. This is the bottom of the range.
Hmm. Marty, did you hear him? Should I explain? Should I repeat? Marty. Yeah. Hi, Marty is saying, I understand now. For those of you who could not hear Selvan, what Selvan is saying, first of all, what Marty asked a question of, are we going at the top of the chart to go long? I would say no, because top happens here around 123 when there is a zone of resistance. This is actually nowhere means, because this is the bottom, this is the top, but at the same time market does not always be at the top or the bottom. It will be somewhere. So considering that, what is that somewhere? We have a resistance, polarity change, support and become support, and we have a morning star here, and we are buying at this point. And Selvan is saying, if we buy here and we put a stop loss below this point, say 73 pips. We have a potential to go up to this point, which is 223 pips against 73, and so that becomes a 3% trade. Yeah, fantastic, brilliant, excellent.
Also, after before the morning star, you got a bullish engulfing,
I don't know why you are saying bullish engulfing, because of that I did not
or it'll
really.
be because of MetaTrader.
Okay, yeah. Because in pro real time this is a bullish bar as well as this is bullish bar, but he kept on repeating bullish engulfing. I did not repeat any time. He's saying because of MetaTrader, because of MetaTrader, this in MetaTrader this is a bearish bar, and this is a bullish engulfing. Yeah, okay, fantastic, brilliant, very good. Okay, any other observation there on the euro cat, or sorry, euro yen?
Euro yen.
So we discussed euro CAD, euro Aussie, euro US, GBP US, euro yen. So any particular one you want to do? Like quickly go through maybe Aussie. Aussie is going down, down, down. Before that, I'll ask a question to Marty. Marty, did you take that 1 hour trade which we discussed on the GBP USD on a continuation boom, 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 and then that was GBP USD? Is it, Marty? You remember? I forgot. What was that, Marty? We were discussing the in 1 hour chart. I think it was GBP USD. It is not. So we are discussing.
It says he took it.
Hmm?
Yes, he took it.
Yeah, we are discussing three bearish candles did not close below the bullish candle in 1 hour chart. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Marty, did you take it, my dear friend? Did you take it? Yeah, what is that? Yeah, I was. Marty was having a class with me. Yeah, Marty says absolutely. Yeah, wow. We were taking a class at around this time, at around this time, 2 o'clock Friday, and he had also a class on Thursday, but on 2 o'clock Friday, this is on Friday 2 o'clock, we were referring to oh my goodness, 1 2 3, this is my favorite of the favorite of the favorite candlestick patterns, continuation. If three bearish candlesticks, doesn't matter what time frame, if three bearish candlesticks are not closing below the low of this one bullish candlestick, then we have a tremendous opportunity to go long. And we were discussing this when the right hand side was not there. That is the beauty, that is the beauty of NP Financials. So we are discussing at this point, and straight away if we go long from here with 15, because it's 1 hour chart, with 16 pips stop loss, we immediately go 45 pips. And even if we close, when if there is a resistance of pivot point, so let's bring that. So with a 15 pips stop loss, if we get a 45 pips in 3 hours, would we take it? Of course we'll take it gladly. and if we believe that it's all sellers, all buyers out, and we close it at around this point, so that will be 45 pips. Or if we hang on, I don't know what Marty you did you close the trade or you hanged on until we go to bed, at least at around 23, we go to bed around 20 22 plus 1 23, so 32 pips, 32 pips against 15 pips. Where did you close it, Marty? That's fantastic trade we're discussing. Yeah, this is the beauty when three candles are coming and not closing below this bullish. This is a bullish continuation, and this is another bullish continuation, and these are brilliant trades, as you can see. Marty says yes at the bedtime. Wow, Marty's bedtime is around 21. So you closed around this point. Yeah, even if you close that time, that time you got so you got 25 pips against 15 pips. Yeah, that's a brilliant trade. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, this doesn't matter what time frame, this can happen any time frame, daily, 1 minute, and monthly, weekly, 1 hour, doesn't matter. Yeah, so this is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So let's go to Aussie for, or we have a question from Sri Sri saying, "Good afternoon to you. Please repeat. Could you have a press? Could you explain once again? Explain the difference between standard deviation channel and standard error channels, and when to use the channels." My understanding, he is writing, standard deviation channel is drawn when the price is in downtrend. Standard error channel is drawn when the price is in uptrend. Yes, that's correct. And steps involved in drawing the channels and how to configure percentage and how to set up dynamically. I mean, we could arrange automatically. We have developed an automatic standard deviation channel, and you can also do manually from here. So for example, let's go in a daily chart. So let's do what is asking, when to use what. And this is a standard error channel, as you can see, E, or E for error, and this is a standard deviation channel. Both can be used in upside downside, don't get me wrong, but what we have observed is this fellow standard error channel actually works better in an uptrend, and standard deviation channel works better in a downtrend. So this is the question, if you have not read it properly, if I have not read it properly. So this is a question he's asking, so we can go through it. Yeah, so this is the question. If you have gone through it, then I'll try to answer. Everyone has understood the question, so let's do this. So you can do from anywhere to anywhere, as long as there is a trend, and there is a peaks and drops, and say PT coming down. So so we can drop from here because this is a double top in front of us, if you want to. So you can drop from here, from there, and double top from there, and you can draw it till the end. Yeah. And this is meaningless channel, because the number of what they say, uh, NBR, I think. Yeah, NB standard deviation is too much, 1.62%. What we use at NP Financials, we use a standard deviation. We use a Fibonacci number around 1.618, and derived. Around means not around, derived from 1.618. So let's make it 1. If it is 1, that is fine. As you can see, fine means what? It has to at least touched once in the downside, once at the upside. So this is not good enough. So what you can do, you can draw another one from the same point, from here to here, here to here, and then make it settings price, not settings price, sorry. What you can do, 0.618, you can make it 0.618, and that will look like this. You can do this. Yeah, that is 0.618. You can do that. So this is one way to draw the downtrend channel and fit it. This is scarf fitting. Don't do too much of scarf fitting, then and then yeah. So this is the scarf fitting channel. Okay, so it is a very big channel. We are not interested to do that channel, so we'll delete. And then what we'll do, this is the thing in front of us. We are here. So in a daily, what we'll do, we'll draw this from here to there, and we will go and change it to 0.618, 0.6, as we did before. Probably you can see that. And what you can see, that whenever price is coming, touching the 200 or the channel, we are actually selling. So you can sell, if you are a professional, you sell here, sell here, sell here, sell here. You have to have the guts to sell all those points, because it closed below the 200. It closed below the 200, and the low was taken out by 1 or 2 pips, but anyhow it is taken out. And more importantly, when the low was taken out below the 200, it went up, bounced, It went up, did a bounce from here, 200, it went up and bounced from there, that is enough. And the low immediately taken out, and the low immediately taken out. Yeah, immediately taken out. So when these things are happening, you have to be very ruthless. When you are making pips, you have to be ruthless. So because when the market taking pips from you, it is very ruthless. It does not come to you and knock, should I take 5 pips from you or 500 pips from you. It takes just like that. So if you have to take pips from market, you have to be ruthless, and you will have to hammer these trades. 1 2 3 4 5 6, because your understanding at that point should be, because it is hitting my channel, I'll hit it. So sell, 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 sell. That's why Selvan is so doing so well, because in his name itself sell is there, isn't it? Selvan, I was not knowing this, mate. He's
My
naming.
short name, people call me Cell.
Yeah. Those of you who don't know his spelling, can I write your name, Selvan?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
His name is Selvan. Yeah, his name is Selvan, and he's doing very good in trading. And if we give a gap between this sell, so he's selling market and putting the money in the van and going home. My goodness.
I'll
Okay.
give you a shot. It's a big van.
It's a big van. My goodness, it's a big van, and putting all the money and putting. Okay, so you have to be like sell, and you have to sell, 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 and you have to put the money and in a van and take it to the bank. Okay. Yeah, that's fantastic, brilliant. Yeah, Selvan, you are very fortunate. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we are analyzing, not the name but the currency pair. So from the monthly, we had a big Fibonacci. We had a 62, 48 as a, what is this? No, this is not a Fibonacci. This is actually just a swing low, and we don't do this big Fibonacci. Yeah, and this 68.27 of this so-called hammer, not a good hammer, is broken. Can be a possible crack and snap back, because it is stopping here. Yeah. So if you draw, because this is downtrend, so to answer your question, Sri, you have to draw a channel here from to here to here, and then I again do the same thing, 0.618, because you have to curve it, because you are doing a retrospective channel, not a running channel. If you are putting a running channel, what we do is actually we have a running channel in any of the intraday trading. What we do, maybe 1 minute chart, 5 minutes chart, doesn't matter. Let's see. No, no, we generally have. Where is the channel gone? Where is the channel gone? I don't know. Let's see the channel. It's automatic channel. What I am trying to show you is the automatic channel. Automatic channel is drawn on an intraday. Uh, yeah, I'll have to show you in a different day, I think. Okay, forget about that. I'll show you some when I'm going to that. I'm going to that template. Yeah. Okay, forget about that. Okay. Yeah. So we are explaining that this channel can be drawn on this Aussie USD. Yeah, so it is at the bottom of the channel, so and it is at the possibly support. So this can be considered as a all sellers out, or the support, and at the channel. So you have asked two questions, and what are the two questions? I forgot. You have asked standard error channel is when is uptrend. Yeah, standard error channel is drawn in an uptrend. Which is in uptrend? Euro Aussie is in uptrend. So if it is an uptrend, we go to swing low. You have also how to draw it. So you have to go to a swing low. We are not very strict like with Fibonacci. We are very strict. For Fibonacci, we'll go just to the swing low and draw and to the swing high and draw a Fibonacci. In this case, there is no swing high yet. But in channel, we are a little bit flexible. We go to the lowest. Supposing you are using 188, for example. Yeah, supposing you are going 188 and you are confused between where to start, whether to start from here or from here or from here or from here, or from here. I would say don't draw the channel from here because it has already gone up, already come down. So don't do the channel from here because it went up and came down. Don't do the channel from here because it went up, came down. But do the channel either from here because it went up, did not come down, or if from here it is only going up. Doesn't matter. So do this error channel, standard error channel. Go here and draw it from here to there. This is quite good because it has already touched this point, it has already touched this point, and it has already touched this point. Three times touch is good enough. So what you will do, will not do much on this. If you want, you can make it two. If you are you can do two. Sure, two means it is just got overbought there, just got bounced there, and so on and so forth. So what I'll do, I'll not do that. I'll do 1.62, and I'll go overbought there, and crack and not bounce there, and so on and so forth. So this way you can draw the standard error and the standard deviation channel. They are more meaningful if you draw in a lower time frame, or if you draw in a 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 what should I say, in a instrument, in an instrument which is trending well. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. In an instrument which is trending well, actually you can have those channels. Yeah, you can have those channels automatically drawn on your channel, uh, automatically drawn on your, yeah, like this one you have drawn in front of you. This is the one I was looking for. This is automatic channels which you use while we trade intraday, and this automatic channel will tell us, we don't have to bother. um, it will tell us to go short here, it will tell us to go short here, and so on and so forth. So this automatic, and if we are going short here, we'll close the trade here, and if we are closing short here, we close the trade here, so on and so forth. Yeah, these automatic traders, automatic channels are very good, and you can take advantage of that. And this if you're bothered about, too much bothered about, I don't know where to drop the channels and from where, you take advantage of our automatic channels. Otherwise you go and do the way I showed you, like the one in front of you. And then you do this manually. So this automatic channel and the manual channels will be very well, can be drawn from either, I don't know from where. I think maybe I'll draw from here, because it has done, went up, came down, went up, came down. This is the last down. So I'll draw from here to here, and it will be like this. Or you can draw from here to here, because it's a monthly chart, don't forget it is monthly chart. So if you do the daily, it will be got change, get change, get change. Yeah, it will be like this. It will be like this. Yeah, It will be like this. Automatic channel is fantastic, we bought here. This is a manual channel, not very good, because it did not work. Alright, so we have a possible head and shoulder, I think, here, is it? Yeah, why not? So did I answer your question, Sri, on channels? Do you have any other questions? You have asked steps involved in drawing channels. I asked, and how to configure percentage. I did that, and all those things. I did that. Yeah. Did I answer your question? Where are you? I go to. My oil. What is my oil? Okay. Wherever I got lost. We were discussing something. Yeah. Head and shoulder. Yeah. Sure. On this chart, let's see head and shoulder. Okay. So this is the head. And we are now we are in ASX. From Aussie, we came straight to ASX. If you are having any questions, please let me see whether you are having any questions or not. Sri has not asked his answered his question. Okay, Sri, tell me. So this is head 7155, and this is the right shoulder. This is right shoulder. Yep, because this yesterday's bar did not went up. So this is the right shoulder, and between the head and the right shoulder we have a actually I did before in anticipation. In anticipation I did that because I was not knowing this close of this bar, but it did good. So it closed. This is another example, Marty, and Bunkim to you, because you are really starting well. So these four, one, two, three, three, and four. These four candles, these four bullish candle did not go and close beyond this bearish candle. Yeah. So this is bearish engulfing, and these four bullish candles did not close, not even 50% of that, not even 50% of this big bearish, and then we said boom. Yep, explosion, explosion. Yeah, and we'll be shorting the market from here. Okay, yeah. So this is head and shoulder in front of us. Any question on ASX before we go to GBP, AUD, and GBP CHF to conclude, or any other currency pair? Any question? Bunkim, any question from you? Okay. So she's saying no, without the NPF channel template it's not possible to set the channel. So no, it's not possible. It's not possible to do automatic. Angim says no question. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go to Euro, GBP, AUD. GBP AUD, delete this. Okay, GBP AUD is looking like this. Very good, excellent. If GBP AUD is looking like this, it's tremendous. Huh? Channel, big channel from here to here, and see that it is overbought. This is overbought, because when it become overbought, it came down. It went overbought means it is closing above the channel. Overbought, bounce, overbought, and this is actually overbought, close above channel, and this is extremely overbought. Yeah. So what it can do is actually a little bit of retracement towards the bottom of the channel or 200 moving average. So if we draw this, either it come up to this 194.22 to have a retracement, or it will have another three bearish bar, boom boom boom, and then a bullish candlestick to go up in a 1 hourly chart. Marty, yeah, yeah. So like these two fellows, did not close below this. This is two bar reversal in our term. This is one bar reversal because this bearish candle did not close below this. Remember, this is 1 hour, and this is last one. Bearish candle did not close beyond this, below this. Yeah, make sense? Okay, so yeah, so that is GBP AUD. Any question on GBP AUD or any other? Bonkim says I am long, already long from 195. Wow, Bonkim is long from 195.09. What time frame, Bonkim? Daily, 195.09 daily. So what he's saying is going 195.09 and daily 195.09. So he is long from 195.0. And why did you go long from here? What was your thinking? 195.09, yeah. So why did you long? Why did you? Oh, that was fantastic. Breakout trade it is it? What? Why did you go long? Okay. So he's saying if you join all bottom means from where did I start? What is the starting point of joining the low? Is this the one? Is this the one or what? Which one? If you join all bottom, yeah. So he's saying yes. Yeah, I joined, and then I joined all the possible bottoms. Is this swing low? Let's see. Low is 192.08 and this is 192.17. Yeah, this is, yeah, I've joined it. Yeah, and then did you take a breakout trade, is it? Because you entered at 195.09. Yeah, so he's saying breakout trades. So when this is broken, so we entered here 195.09 and the high of this fellow was 195.23, kind of. Yep, but I would say if even if you are going long from this, mm, uh, so she's asking, shall I hang on or it will retrace? Okay, so what you'll do, so even if strictly honestly speaking, this high is 125.23, 195.23, so the breakout has to be 195.43, but you have went 195.09. So what you can do, if you want to really take a breakout, you can actually take close, highest close of when we are here. Let me hide this. Yeah, what you can do, you can draw from this highest close. Yeah, from this highest close, you can join this highest close here. Highest close, yeah, you can join this highest close, and then we wait for a close above because we are very particular about that. Close above and high taken out. So this is the highest close of this previous bar was 195.05. So you wait for that 195.05 to be closed above, like this fellow closed above. This close is above this. This high is 23.5 and this close is 14. See, this close is not above this high, so it doesn't matter. So if this close is higher than the previous highest close, this is the highest close, so then you can take this high taken out. So that may strictly speaking you should be long from 195.60. Even if you are long from 195.60, you are running 200 pips profit. Yeah, that's fantastic trade, congratulations. Okay, what bunkim is this, why I say this, because if you go to a monthly chart of I think it is weekly, of instrument called dash, I think it is weekly here. Highest close, lowest close, whatever it is, let's see. Yeah, yeah, this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Sure. This line 13,130 is the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Hide the last bar because yeah, at the last, yes, weekly, last week, yeah, this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 3 3 6 9 12. 12 bars. The lowest open and close is this one, yeah. If you can see, lowest open and close is this one because the open is 130, this close is 72, this close is 13072, and this is open is 13130, 13130, and this close is 13177, so above 130. So if you can see, for the last 12 candles, 12 in the weekly chart, this was the last possible lowest open and close, yeah, lowest open and close. So when this lowest open and close is 13,1030 is taken out, like this one here, this one here, last week. So now if this low is taken out, so that will be a tremendous opportunity to go short, because there is a breakout gap here in a weekly chart, breakout gap here, and an evening star, and a tremendous evening star, yeah. And if you go to daily, if you go to daily, if you go to daily, what happened here is too many lines, isn't it? This is again a head and shoulder which is done and dusted. What do we want to see here? Yeah, we do want to see here is, yeah. So this is the highest. When we are here, we are looking for it can break one. So this is the first swing low on this swing high. So this is the first swing low. So it can break one, it cannot break two. So it has broken one, 13,437, and this is 13,380. So it can break one, it cannot break two. Of course it can break. So this fellow was broken, this fellow was broken, this fellow did break this 1 and 2 swing lows of this swing high, and the low is taken out, and the low is swing high. But immediately market was started holding, buying, false, 13,184 they were buying. And what happened last day, yesterday, it is a tremendous fall, and I don't know whether it is a virus fall. They say it is a virus fall. I say it is a technical fall. 321. I hope you all are right, good and in good health compared to the coronavirus. What is scaring us? Yeah, all good. 321 pips. And on the question of GBP AUD, whether it can, we should hang on or not, Bunkem has asked. Selvan has answered, only the market can answer that. Alright, he is saying only the market can answer that. Okay, so what I would say, of course, market can and will do whatever it does. So what you have to do, you have to be careful about any support and resistance immediate. So, my dear friend Bunkim, so if you are hanging on, be careful a little bit about this point, which is the previous 98.47, 98.47. Now we are 97.48, yeah. So another 100 pips. So see what happens at around 98.47, what happens, or else you can see all those swing highs. First of all, we are concentrating on the swing highs. So 20,000. If we take the zeros out, 20,000 is a big number. So around, first see, just to answer your question, first see what is happening at 198.47, and then you see 2.00, what our market is doing at those 2 points, 98.47, 100 pips from here. Or you can break it down into a 12 hour or 4 hour, for example 4 hour, because you are already running 200 pips profit. 200 pips profit is too much, yeah. So yeah, so this is the lowest, yeah. So what you can do, my dear friend, wait up to see the 38 point, we have to see a swing high. Supposing next bar is next lower, and we are seeing a swing high, our job is to draw a Fibonacci from here to here, draw that, and see if the market is retracing up to 196.45, retracing up to 198.45 and not doing going beyond. So it is doing a crack and snap back, or at a simple bounce 196.45. So you may consider what to do, whether to book profit. Supposing you are running one standard lot, you can close zero point 0.5 of it, and so on and so forth. Did I answer your question, Bunky? Bunky says yes. Brilliant, fantastic. What other questions anyone having on GBP AUD? No questions? Then we'll go to GBP CHF. This is difficult currency pair as of now because it is not doing anything. So if you see this the currency pair, any currency pair, especially this fellow, consolidated for too much and then breakout. Now this is consolidating about this much and possibly a breakout in the upside or downside. So wait for this to do something, breakout, and then take a trade, like Monkey took 195.09 on GBP AUD. So this I will not do any analysis because this is useless to do analysis on a extremely range bound chart unless and until something is happening on a monthly chart or a weekly chart on it. This is nothing, absolutely zero. Nothing happening on a monthly chart. Let's see in a weekly chart. Weekly is doing engulfing and so on and so forth. Yeah. So any question on Sterling Swiss? Can you can you check New Zealand USD? Okay, so you go to New Zealand. We don't trade this pair, so but anyway we can answer any currency, any instrument which is tradable. Yeah.
That's how the camp starts.
So sorry, Selvan, you said something.
No, no, nothing, Pata.
Okay. So monthly GB New Zealand is monthly. I can't make out anything. If I'm missing something, you can tell me. But you miss that support or resistance, for example. This is the only thing I can say. This is a kind of double bottom. Yeah, you say yeah, in the bottom right hand corner. If I force, okay. Then I go to weekly and delete those arbitrary lines. And in weekly, I can see at least Fibonacci. Why not? This is the swing low. So I can see at least a Fibonacci of 61.8 is broken, isn't it? So this is broken. 61 point. It can be do. Of course, it can do a crack and snapback. So I'll keep it. So in a weekly, Bunkim, if it is doing a crack and snapback on 64.87, it looks good for going long. 64.87, but it has to do a crack and snapback another 1 or 2 weeks. But if we go to the daily, 64.87, 64.87, 64.87. Yeah, this is too much of retracement, isn't it? So yeah, whatever it does. So we are here now. This is a big bar. This is the biggest of this range. This is one way to actually look into the market. So there is a gap here, and if you are just looking this for thousands of hours, you can pick this gap fractions of a second. So there is a gap here, and from this then the gap created a big bar. I don't know what happened on 2nd of December. Selban, what did you do on this 2nd
Wasn't
December?
wasn't me, Pata.
It is not you.
Oh, it wasn't me.
So Selvan from New Zealand is saying I did nothing on 2nd of December. So if he has not done anything, Bunkim is saying confused with New Zealand whether it will go down or up. All right, let's see. So
Wait for price action to let you know.
yeah, so Selvan is saying wait for price action to let you know. So if what the price action is telling us, that there is a gap here on 2nd of December, and from this big gap of 2nd of December, this is fantastic, good Bunkim for all of us. From this point till this point, we have 42 bars. On 42 bars, this is the biggest bar, yeah. So if this is the biggest bar, let's do a little bit of mathematics. We go the low of the high of this bar. Tell me the high of this bar. I'll write down. High of this bar is 65.11, 65.11, and the low is 64.31, and the low is 64.31. The difference between the high and low is 65.11 minus 64.31
80 pip.
is 80 pips. Is it 80 pips? 65, yeah, 80 pips. And the half of the difference is 40, yeah? And add 40 to the low. So low plus half 40 becomes 64.71. So the half midpoint. Why I'm doing that? I should not do the high and low. I should do the open and close. My mistake. So open and close. Open, my mistake. Sorry. Close was six. Why we are interested in open and close? Because we are interested in the body. So the body is close is 64.97. My mistake. So okay, let's keep it. If we have done it, let's keep it. Then we'll do the mathematics uh, on on the open and close. Yeah. So what we will do, we'll copy this and do a mathematics on the open and close. So the open and close of this bar was, so write down, generally so we have to do the open and close. So the close, because we are interested in body, 64.97, 64.97, and the open was 64.31, 64.31, and the difference is 64.97, open is 64.31. Bah, brilliant. So 67,
66.
isn't it? 66. Half of the difference is 33, and we add the open to the half, which is 33. It becomes 64. 64. Wow, 64, 64. So we got two numbers, 64, 64 and 64, 71. So our job is to draw horizontal lines. 64, 64, we'll do 64, 64. That is the correct one, body. But if by mistake we have done high to low, we'll also do that. And we'll draw another line on 64, 71. We'll draw 64. So the 64.71 is from half of the high and low. We are not interested, but we are interested in body. So we'll delete this one. We are not interested. So wow, my dear friend, unbelievable, uncanny. So our mathematics told our NASA mathematics. This is NASA mathematics because this is consisting of minus and half and add, unbelievable. Okay, so at our age, if we can do that, so it is 64, 64 is the stopping point of this fellow, and this fellow has closed at 64, 64, 5. Unbelievable. So What does it mean? It means it has closed above the midpoint of the mid of the body of the big bar or the big candle. So if it has closed above the midpoint of the big candle, then what we can expect here, we can expect a all sellers out on 31st of January and a crack and snap back on 3rd of February. If it is doing a crack and snap back on that 3rd of February, my dear friend, it is I think possible long. If it is cracking through that 64 and going down, then God help America. And then what we will do, we will go to the lowest point of the recent one, I think we will this one, and take the fib of this, and then wait up to 64.16 as the last point here, because this is all gone, this is all broken. So strictly speaking, we should draw the Fibonacci from here. So that is better to do, because we are very strict on Fibonacci, we don't mess around. So we have prices here, we'll go to the last swing low. This is the last swing low. We go from that swing low to the high point. In Fibonacci we don't mess around. So here, so it is having the last lifeline in the form of 78.6 and 88.6. So 78.6 it can do a crack and snap back, or 88.6 it can do a bounce. So if it is cracking this 64 which is the body midpoint of the body, and then bouncing from 64.32, we are good enough, and so on and so forth. Bunkim, did I answer your question? Selvan saying which yeah, Bunkim says yes, thank you. Okay, Selvan says which lines up with previous resistance, which lines up with previous resistances as well. Okay, this what he's saying, if I have understood you correctly, what he's saying, this has lined up, this has lined up with the previous resistances. So this is resistance, beautiful, and this is resistance, beautiful, and this big candle has broken that resistances. That happens when the resistance has become support, and now that resistance can be a support. Polarity change, beautiful, excellent, fantastic. Any other currency pair, anything else you want to discuss in last 5 minutes? You may quickly ask. For those of you who are doing the stock market, let's do a stock market analysis quickly. DAX has done a head and shoulder, and it has broken 1 and 2 in front of us. As I told you, this is the highest point from 2019. It is going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. My dear friend, give me a break. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Alright, so from 2009, actually it is going up from before my birth or from your birth, but anyway, the GFC, this is GFC, and it is going up from here 3586 to 13601, and we saw an engulfing in 2018. Low was not taken out, and now we are the start of the year, we are seeing a we have started the year with monthly chart. We have started the year with a morning star, sorry, my mistake, evening star, back to back. This is resistance, this is dark cloud cover, this is bearish engulfing, this is bearish engulfing, this is dark end of the month. We are seeing a evening star. So this is DAX and Aussie monthly,
DAX
not
has a double top as well, brother.
Aussie, is it
Double top.
in the
DAX.
DAX? Yeah, DAX is double top, 601 double top, very nice and fantastic. 601 double top, and it is an evening star possibility to go down. Yeah, monthly, weekly has actually started to going down, as I said, again evening star. And if Trump is not buying here, then possibly will go down. Trump, My dear friend Trump. Okay. So this is weekly on the ASX. We had I don't know what gap is this, because this cannot be an exhaustion gap, because exhaustion gap has to happen upside like this fellow. This is a breakout gap possibly, but what it is breaking I don't know. So I don't know, because there is no line here, because I did actually a line to justify my exhaustion gap. So I joined this swing high. I think this is swing high, or that is swing high. 6782.287. So I did a mistake. So this is the swing high. So I correct my mistake. Yeah, and that was the swing high. So this is the exhaustion gap, weekly and evening star, and then we are going down. And then let's see Dow Jones. Dow Jones weekly, monthly. Monthly we saw hanging man and an inverted hammer. That much I can see. 28,396 is the double of the highest 14,000 180 198 before the GFC. 14,198 is the before the GFC. I doubled it, got it 28,396. So after the break of the GFC of this 14,196, market said I'll teach you a lesson, and it went up 200%, 28,396. But it could not sustain the heat there, and possibly it is trying to reverse. So if my friend Trump is not doing anything, Selvan, Trump is going to do anything?
No, he's useless.
He says no, he's useless. But any useless fellow, if in after election he has actually contributed to this upside, he cannot be as useless as you are saying, my dear friend. He came here around 2016 November. Yeah, that was the Trump day, Trump week, and from here he has pulled the market single-handedly. 10,807. That is 62%. My goodness, Fibonacci number 61.8.
Yeah. Now the
Unbelievable.
market is saying its time is over.
Oh my dear. Did you see what I did just for a fluke? It is 61.8% in percentage, and number of bars is 168 bars. 161.8. It's not a 161.8, but it is 168. My goodness. But anyway, I don't know whether this is a fluke or not, but I definitely like these two numbers. 61.8% Trump contribution within 168 weeks. Unbelievable, my dear friend. What did you do? So Fibonacci is still there on Trump, 161.8, 161.8. This is the bar. So this is 161.8, and market is back to 161, 162 bars. And if this low is taken out, we are down. This is brilliant, brilliant to the power infinity. Okay, so that is Dow Jones. And what else? SP or TRD, maybe the SPX. Those of you who are doing it, can US cast 500. Same thing here, same story. Trump, 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 and Trump. I had two lines, 3028 and 3151. So it is doing a possible evening star, maybe next month. Let's see on the weekly. Same thing, it did a gap and evening star. At least low is taken out. Hooray! We have a good sorting period. Okay, with this, I think we are good to go for today. Bunkim, are you doing the 6 o'clock class tonight? Bunkim says yes. Okay, so I'll take a 1 hour break, and then we'll talk to Bunkim. And thank you for your time, and really appreciated the your participation. And I'll talk to you next time. Thank you, and bye for now. Bunkim says thank you, Cecil. Thanks, Partha. Lisa says thank you. Bye, everyone. Thank you, and bye for now.